Today we're taking you on a focused journey through recent news from Thailand. Our mission is clear. Arm you with the most potent insights, cutting through the clutter so you emerge well-informed, without the information overload. We've got 4 distinct stories on our plate today, covering everything from, surprising community resilience to some persistent urban challenges. We'll strip away the unnecessary bits, pinpoint the core truths, and hopefully uncover some truly unexpected aha moments. Moments that give these local events a much broader resonance, you see. And guiding us through these layers, as always, is our expert, who's brilliant at connecting these dots.
It's great to be here. It's a pleasure to explore these narratives. Today, we're not just reporting what happened, we're really delving into the why and what next, sort of examining the underlying dynamics and, the larger implications these local stories hold for communities and maybe even beyond.
Exactly. So let's jump straight into our first fascinating piece, because it really challenges how we might think about national security. All right, let's kick off our deep dive with a truly, unexpected story from Chonburi, Thailand. We're looking at a fascinating instance of community initiative, where local fishermen have found a surprising new role in national defense. Seriously. The setup is pretty straightforward. The president of the Chonburi Fisheries Association, Mr. Sathachai Timkrachang, recently donated 8 fishing nets. Donated them to Captain Wongsak Fingamak of the Royal Thai Navy's Fleet Command. Now, this wasn't just a spontaneous thing. Local officials had actually carefully arranged the donation. What makes this so compelling is the purpose behind these nets.
Right.
They weren't quite right for commercial fishing anymore, but crucially, they were still in good condition. Collected from various local groups specifically to assist the Navy, to help with operations along Thailand's border. It's really a powerful symbol of grassroots support, I think.
And what's truly remarkable here is how these seemingly mundane items are being deployed. Captain Wongsak explicitly stated these nets are crucial for creating tactical equipment to, get this, counter drone threats amidst the ongoing tensions near the Thai-Cambodian border.
Wow.
This isn't just about resourcefulness. It's a stark example of how modern, asymmetric warfare demands innovative responses, often very localized responses. It raises a fascinating question, doesn't it? When traditional military supply chains might be slower or perhaps more expensive, what unique role can civilian communities actually play, especially in unexpected defense innovations?
That's truly remarkable. Fishing nets, repurposed into anti-drone tech. It almost sounds like something out of spy thriller, doesn't it?
It really does.
But beyond the sheer ingenuity, what does this tell us about the broader landscape? The landscape of national security in the region, particularly for countries facing similar border challenges. Does this initiative maybe signal a shift in how nations might consider resource mobilization?
Oh, absolutely. I think it does. This Chonburi's initiative isn't just a local success story. It's a compelling case study in what you might call distributed resilience.
Distributed resilience. Okay.
Yeah, it suggests that the lines of defense are blurring. They're extending beyond just uniformed personnel to include everyday citizens and their adaptive capabilities. For governments worldwide, it really prompts a reevaluation of where innovation truly lies. Often it's not in the highest tech labs, maybe, but in the practical wisdom and repurposed tools of local communities.
Mm-hmm.
It could fundamentally redefine how nations think about their strategic reserves, not just in terms of conventional armaments, but in the adaptable resources of their own populace.
So, a powerful lesson then. Looking beyond the obvious for solutions, especially when facing new, evolving threats. This kind of community engagement for national security is one thing. But what about the equally pressing needs within a community, like public health and safety? That brings us neatly to our next deep dive, taking us to Pattaya, where authorities are confronting a persistent challenge head-on, the fight against drugs. So recently, the 4th Drug Situation Assessment Forum was held. It brought together a really broad coalition at the Banglamung District Office. A key official from Pattaya City presided over the opening, which really underscores the high-level importance placed on this issue.
Right, it shows serious commitment.
Exactly. The forum was spearheaded by the city's Public Order and Security Division. Its director made it abundantly clear. Drug-related issues are more than just a nuisance. They are a critical challenge profoundly impacting public safety, residents' quality of life, and crucially, the development of youth. He even characterized young people as the nation's key development force, highlighting just how vital it is to protect them.
And what's particularly insightful here is that this isn't just a generic fight against drug strategy, not at all. If we connect this to the bigger picture of Pattaya, as a major international tourist destination.
Yeah, huge tourism hub.
It faces unique pressures. So this forum represents a truly unified front, bringing together government, private organizations, civil society. This wide participation isn't just about good governance, ticking boxes. It's a pragmatic, quite forward-looking strategy that ties public health directly to economic prosperity.
Ah, okay. The economic angle.
Exactly. Effective drug combat in Pattaya isn't just about local crime reduction. It's about safeguarding its critical tourism economy and ensuring a stable future workforce. That's a driving force that might be less prominent in, say, other regions.
That's a crucial distinction. So it's not just a moral imperative, but an economic one too, really.
Precisely.
So given that unique context, what was the actual objective of the forum then? Were they just gathering data, or was there a more ambitious goal for these diverse groups coming together?
Oh, the goals were quite ambitious and deeply practical. It aimed to systematically collect fresh data, first off, then thoroughly analyze the current drug situation, and then facilitate robust discussions among all relevant agencies. The aim was really to guide the development of systematic and effective policies. Action plans.
Okay, so concrete steps.
Yes, very much focused on building a comprehensive, integrated strategy rather than just, piecemeal efforts. And the emphasis on youth and economic stability, that points to a long-term vision, recognizing that addressing drug issues is pretty foundational to Pattaya's future.
So it's a clear signal of serious, coordinated action against a major public concern, with a strategic eye on the city's future. Interesting. Okay, shifting from those community-wide challenges, let's talk about a more immediate personal threat, something that recently rattled some residents quite badly. Now, let's pivot to a story that's put residents in a luxury condominium on high alert in Pattaya. We're talking about a significant burglary. This incident unfolded in a high-end unit, a luxury condo on Pratumnak Road in South Pattaya. Thieves managed to make off with valuables totaling nearly 1 million baht, leaving residents understandably concerned about security. The resident, a 24-year-old woman and her Korean boyfriend, discovered their unit ransacked the morning after being out for the evening.
Terrible feeling.
Absolutely. Among the stolen items were cash, a valuable watch, and a Hong Kong jade gold bracelet worth quite a bit. Now, CCTV footage revealed how the intruder gained access. They climbed a rear wall, pried open a sliding glass door, and even cleverly covered the camera to avoid detection.
That detail about the camera is telling. This really raises an important question about urban security, doesn't it? Particularly in these upscale residential areas that, often project an image of invulnerability.
Right. You think you're safe there.
Exactly. And while the resident has filed a police report, the lack of immediate arrests has spurred calls for greater action. This incident, though, it goes beyond just a single crime. It serves as a really stark reminder that even in seemingly secure environments, vigilance is paramount. It highlights a critical need for both individual precautions like, double-checking locks, securing valuables.
The basics.
But also for property managers to genuinely enhance their security protocols, especially during vulnerable late-night hours. It almost suggests that the illusion of security in high-end properties can sometimes be a greater vulnerability, maybe more so than in lower-income areas, because it can lead to a false sense of safety.
That's a fascinating point about the illusion of security. What does this tell us about the evolving methods of criminals in such areas? Is this a sign that they're becoming more sophisticated, specifically targeting these luxury properties? Or is it more opportunistic, do you think?
It's likely a bit of both, I'd say. But the detail of covering the CCTV camera, that suggests a degree of planning and awareness, not just pure opportunism.
Right.
Criminals are constantly adapting, and as security technology advances, so too do the methods to try and circumvent it. This incident underscores that the sort of arms race between security measures and criminal ingenuity is definitely ongoing. And for areas dependent on tourism and attracting foreign residents, these high-profile burglaries can also have a ripple effect on reputation, perceived safety, which makes the response from authorities and property management even more critical.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just about recovering stolen goods, it's about maintaining trust in the safety of a community.
A truly stark reminder for all of us about staying vigilant, protecting our homes, and for communities to constantly reevaluate their defenses. Okay. Now, shifting gears from deliberate acts of crime, let's touch on the unpredictable nature of daily life on the roads. Our next story brings us to a traffic incident in Pattaya, highlighting the dynamics of daily commutes and road safety in a busy area. So recently, emergency services responded to a collision between a motorcycle and a pickup truck on Chaiyaphruek Road. It's a common thoroughfare in the Pattaya area. The motorcycle sustained heavy damage, and the pickup truck showed visible scrape marks on its rear. 2 people were injured. The 22-year-old motorcycle rider suffered a suspected arm fracture.
Ouch.
Yeah, and his 19-year-old passenger sustained a deformed upper left leg. Pretty serious. Both received immediate first aid and were rushed to a nearby hospital, which underscores the severity of the accident.
Definitely. And this situation, it really underscores the complexities of road accidents, particularly when you get conflicting accounts emerging from the parties involved.
Always tricky.
Always. The motorcycle rider stated he was traveling to a ceremony when the truck, which he claimed was in the left lane, suddenly shifted to the center and made an abrupt turn leading to the collision. He couldn't brake in time, he said.
Okay.
Conversely, the 32-year-old truck driver explained he was delivering goods and had slowed down to make a turn when the accident occurred. Now, while police are investigating to determine fault, this story, unfortunately, isn't unique.
No, sadly not.
It represents a pervasive challenge in rapidly urbanizing areas, where increased traffic density and, frankly, diverse driving habits often collide, literally.
That collision of different accounts, and quite literally different vehicles, makes it tough to parse out. But beyond the specifics of this incident, what does this tell us about the broader issue? The issue of road safety in places like Pattaya. Is there a systemic challenge at play here, beyond just individual driver error?
Oh, absolutely. I believe so. This isn't just about 2 individual drivers. It's kind of emblematic of a systemic challenge, especially in areas experiencing rapid growth and a constant influx of both local commuters and tourists.
Right, a real mix.
A real mix. Road infrastructure often struggles to keep pace with this expansion. That's one part. Furthermore, varying driving cultures, the sheer number of motorcycles alongside larger vehicles, and sometimes, let's be honest, a perhaps relaxed adherence to traffic laws can create a volatile environment. These incidents place a significant burden not just on individuals, but on emergency services, the legal system, and they really underscore the need for continuous public education campaigns. And, crucially, infrastructure improvements to match that urban development. The human element, with its differing perceptions and motivations, always adds another layer of complexity.
A poignant reminder, then, of the unpredictable nature of our roads and the critical importance of cautious driving and perhaps, more holistic urban planning. Wow, what a deep dive today.
Oh.
We've really covered a lot. Everything from local communities aiding national defense in totally unexpected ways to a citywide, almost economically driven effort against drug issues, and even specific incidents of high-end crime and traffic accidents. It really shows the diverse and complex tapestry of daily life and challenges in these communities.
Indeed. It really does. These distinct local stories, when you view them together, they paint such a vivid picture, a picture of how communities respond to challenges, how they adapt to new threats, and how they continuously strive for safety and well-being. It encourages us, I think, to look beyond just the headlines and consider the underlying human and societal efforts in play. It's a powerful testament to local agency, really, in the face of these bigger global trends, whether it's something like hybrid warfare or urbanization.
Absolutely. Well put. So what stands out to you listening in from today's deep dive? How do these localized events from Thailand maybe resonate with the challenges and solutions you see in your own communities? Perhaps think about this. How does that idea of distributed resilience apply to issues far removed from national defense? Something to ponder maybe until our next deep dive. Thank you so much for joining us on the deep dive. We hope you feel a little more informed, maybe a little more curious, and ready to see the world with new eyes. We'll catch you next time.